So today we're diving into what could only be described as probably the best dating advice on the internet right now. And I'm not being sarcastic. Okay, I'm being sarcastic. Hey y'all, my head is very bean shaped and I'm in my house talking about Instagram dating coaches. There's 3 dating coaches on Reels that really caught my eye. The first one being like Austin Dunham. He helps professional men attract high quality women. That's exactly what I was looking for. What? I was just looking for high quality women myself. You know, if I'm being honest, the only thing I really want out of this by the end of this video is for us, you know, me and you to become certified pussy magnet. We're gonna get so much pussy after this, dude. Heck yeah.
You should never date one woman at a time. Putting all your energy and hope and effort into one person is a losing strategy. Dating is a numbers game, and 1 is too close to none. Think about it. Successful salesmen don't just pitch to one client and hope for the best. They cast a wide net and talk to as many prospects as possible, and then let the law of averages work in their favor.
168,000 people get their dating advice from this guy, by the way. Honestly, my favorite part of this clip is when he compares like the dating scene to cells, which is funny because I am in cells. Who would have fucking guessed this guy's in fucking cells? And while true, it is a numbers game, I'm not too sure if it's like the best analogy for trying to find like a genuine connection out there, you know? Guys, if you want to get girls, just make sure that they're a number to you. Makes them feel real special. Works every time.
Dating is no different. The more women you talk to, the more you refine your skills. The more dates you go on, the more you recognize patterns of behavior. The more options you have, the less attached you are to any single outcome. You see, most guys put themselves in scarcity mode, investing weeks, months, even years into one woman, only to realize she was never fully into him. So instead, date as many women as possible. Not out of desperation, but out of strategy.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds exhausting. Date as many women as possible at the exact same time? Bro, we're entering a recession. I do find his point interesting that if you put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to a relationship, you're setting yourself up for failure, which could be true in some cases. Like, not every relationship will work out. But I would argue that if you're lucky enough to find a genuine connection, having multiple partners while, you know, getting to know someone long term is probably not the best foundation for a relationship. You know, like in the talking phase, there's a little bit more flexibility when it comes to commitment, unless agreed otherwise. But once you decide you want more in the relationship, I think that's when you start to invest like time and energy and all that good stuff to this sole person. By the way, this is only the beginning of this awesome advice that we're about to be blessed with. I apologize in advance.
Now, if a woman says she doesn't drink if you invite her to a bar or a lounge, here's exactly what you say. You're gonna say, we don't have to drink. It's more about the environment and atmosphere. Simple, direct, and no hesitation. You see, most guys will panic and they'll start suggesting that they can go somewhere else as if the venue was the issue. Truth is, it's not. So reinforce to her that it's about the vibe, not the alcohol.
Wait, hold up. So you kind of just want to like trick her into drinking? I'm confused here. Before we get into how like insane this advice is, something stood out to me that I find like super interesting. These influencers are raking in straight cash through their courses, which we'll talk about later. But it got me thinking, an Instagram dating coach is like a very real career path, I guess now. That means that kids can inspire to become an Instagram dating coach now. And I find that hilarious. Like, you could just be a kid and then all of a sudden you'd be like, I'm gonna teach other guys how to get poo-tang when I'm older. You're gonna see, you're about to get hella pussy, bro. You're about to get hella pussy when I'm older. When I'm older, you're gonna get hella pussy, buddy. You're gonna get hella pussy. Guys, I think we have a very bright future ahead of us. Let's get back to Austin teaching us how to get someone drunk.
Not to mention, most bars you can get mocktails or even water if it's that serious. And if she,
you know, I get that a bar environment can be great for like meeting a potential partner or whatever, but if the person doesn't like to drink, then is there really any specific reason for you to even go there, like as a shared experience? Probably not, unless like you're trying to get drunk in front of a sober person on purpose, which if that's the case, then that's probably like one of the worst things you can do to somebody. Nobody really likes being around a drunk person when they're sober, you know, like wavelengths aren't there, like the vibes are off, like it's just not a good time.
Still denies it's not that she doesn't like the alcohol, but she doesn't like you. Be sure to follow.
I like the fact that he says if your plan of getting someone that doesn't drink drunk fails, probably because they don't like you. There are other date ideas you can do. Like there's ice cream, there's coffee, chips and queso. Banger. Awesome. I love chips and queso. Her not wanting to drink alcohol, for me personally, is not a deal breaker. But hey, how else am I supposed to get her to like me if she's not drunk? Right, guys? You know, the rest of Austin's dating advice kind of makes you scratch your head, and we haven't even gone to the other 2 dating coaches yet. But so far, I feel like this advice would make you like a walking red flag, which funny enough, Austin himself said is a sure way of getting into some panties.
Had to be a red flag to women, at least initially, just enough for her to question you. You see, women are drawn to men who give off a hint of unpredictability. The guy who's too safe, too available, too eager, boring. He gives her nothing to figure out, nothing to chase. But the guy who seems like a red flag, that sparks curiosity. The guy...
Oh, women love unpredictability, bruh. Like, if you have mommy issues, anger issues, or any other red flag, get ready. You're about to get some poo-tang soon, buddy. You about to get some poo-tang real soon. I kind of get what he's trying to say. Like, some people enjoy some toxicity in their relationship. And if you do get a girlfriend flexing your red flags, it would only make me wonder, what are her red flags? Why the hell are you attracted to these red flags? That in itself is a red flag. I mean, I don't know. I might be wrong on this one. Like, what do you guys think? Comment below, please. Speaking of comments, I think Austin's fans know that a lot of his content is just like fluff. I just want a girlfriend, bro. And what's funny is that a lot of these alpha males share like similar sentiments towards like the value of a man or a woman. The higher, the better. Like, what does that even mean? Like, high value? Like, what is that? Like, is it wealth, personality, or what is it? Like this guy, for example, he has a smaller following than the rest of them, but damn it, he's a high value.
I believe that the more valuable person in the dating interaction should be the one that's pursued. And for me personally, it wouldn't make sense for me to pursue a woman considering the fact that I'm almost always the more valuable person in the interaction. Her whole life, mind, body, soul, everything is finna elevate and upgrade. So what would it look like for me to chase a woman down and beg her to change her life? If anything, she should be the one convincing me to give her the opportunity to be a part of my life.
You know, I agree that being your best self is something that people should probably strive for, but to make it your whole personality is kind of wild. Like, if you're constantly reminding people that you're high value and that's all they know you for is telling everybody that you're high value, then at that point you're basically just one-dimensional. But he does finally explain what makes a man or a woman high value. Very interesting stuff.
I think the qualities that make a valuable woman would be a woman that prays for you, a woman that reminds you that you're the best thing ever, a woman that shows appreciation to you not only through her words but through her actions, a woman that is willing to put her pride to the side just to please you and make you happy, a woman that has no problem hurting another man's feelings in order to make you feel secure within the relationship.
No, seriously, I like how all of examples of what makes a high value woman are things that benefit him and things that makes his life easier. All that cliche stuff like trust, communication, and commitment when times get tough is when value is measured best, in my opinion. But hey, I also like getting reminded that I am the best ever. I would love that. Very valuable. Before we get into the last dating coach, Christian has some very important dating advice to tell you. And it's very valuable.
This might very well be the most important advice that you will ever hear when it comes to relationships. And this is the only way to guarantee that the woman you're with is actually yours. To get a woman on your program, you gotta program your woman. You have to be the most influential person in her life.
What an interesting choice of words he uses. I mean, I get what he's trying to say, but who the heck uses the word programming to talk about influencing their girlfriend? My girlfriend doesn't like butt stuff, so I program her into liking butt stuff. So now she likes butt stuff, yeah. I would highly recommend programming your girlfriend to do stuff, yeah. Like the obedience upgrade, that's a big one, yeah. She doesn't let you play video games after 9 p.m. Override, yeah. I want to program you so hard right now.
You need to be the foundation behind how she thinks, her ideologies, and how she views the world. From the shows she watches, to the music she listens to the people she surrounds herself with. You need to fill her mind with the right information and have her on the frequency of things that are conducive to the type of woman you need her to be in your relationship. Y'all be saying she's not yours, it's just your turn. And that's because you let your girl get influenced by society, her friends, and social media.
I do agree that external factors like social media might influence a relationship for better or for worse. But when it comes to influencing each other, bringing ideas and values from both sides and deciding what propels the relationship further in the healthiest way is a better way of doing things, in my opinion. My way or the highway usually doesn't work in relationships, but compromise does. You can also program her too. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Just fucking program her. Where's the USB cord in this mug, man? Come on, she's yapping too much. How do we upgrade upgrade her to stop yapping. Can we fix that on this model? Obviously, these dating coaches have like monetary incentives for creating content like this. The red pill wave is like pretty much dead at this point, but there's still a few of them that are like milking this dead, bloated cow for its titty milk still, and it's just not good. Earlier, we talked about them having like courses and whatnot, and one of the ones that I found is like $500 for a one-on-one call. $500. You gotta be kidding me. $500? Like, for that price, I better be getting some Poontang tonight, man. Like, nah. And while some of these dating coaches focus on like everyday attitude, others carve their own niche and tell men what to say over text. Very interesting stuff.
Ever text a woman these 2 words, hello beautiful, she will instantly ghost you. Here's what you're doing wrong. Not only you're putting her on a pedestal, but you're also sending the same boring messages that every other loser is sending out there. There are 3 simple flirty messages to send to stand out from all the other guys.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, what do y'all think about hello beautiful? Like, yes, very basic, but classic. And you can switch it up like, hey gorgeous, hi beautiful, hello my lady, looking very beautiful today. Panties drop instantly. Also, what's up with like these responses that he says to say? Like, these feel like AI generated for some reason.
First, say this to grab her attention. Can I be straight with you about something? And once she replies to this one, and believe me she will, go ahead and say this. I feel like you're either super sweet or a total troublemaker. Which is it? But that's not it. Send her this next to get her more hooked and become more obsessed with you. I'm curious now, which side comes out when no one's watching? And
what side of you comes out when nobody's watching? I don't know. The gassy side? One thing I noticed about this dating coach Ari is the fact that a lot of his videos have like the exact same advice. Don't say these words, say this instead. And it's like the exact same thing, but just reworded every single time. I think this comment summarizes Ari's advice pretty well. I got blocked. Look at that. He sells all his text responses in a package. A dating coach on Instagram selling something? What? I'm gonna go ahead and guess the word hello, beautiful, how are you are like all banned in that booklet. I think what we've learned here is that Instagram is probably not the best place to get your dating advice from. And you know what the worst part is? I'm afraid we didn't become pussy magnets today, guys. Instead, we know to never say hello to a girl, never call her beautiful. No, never do that. Date multiple women at the same time. It always works well. And you can't forget to program her. That's like the most important part. Thank you for watching my silly little video. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I would not recommend Instagram for dating advice. Let's go ask ChatGPT.